Right, so Steph, tell me, what's a good exercise for plantar fascia? You mentioned strengthening the plantar fascia under your foot here.
Yeah, we're just going to talk through an exercise just to help to strengthen all of the soft tissues underneath the foot. The idea is that it makes those soft tissues much more resilient to the daily mechanical stress of walking. So what I want you to do is to almost make a fist with your foot and really tuck your toes under. We're going to contract the arch. So if we give that a try, yeah, that sort of movement, brilliant. And I want you to hold that for as long as you feel you possibly can until you start to get a bit of aching underneath the arch of your foot. You don't want to hold it too long that it wants to go into a cramp.
So what do I do when it begins to ache?
Then you release it.
Okay.
And then you can relax it for about 30 seconds to a minute. You can wiggle your toes if you want to, just to relax your foot. And then we'd repeat that same thing again a couple more times.
So for the benefit of this video, I'm letting it relax quicker than 30 seconds, but normally it'd be 30 seconds in between, and then do that again.
Yeah.
And then
you might find that you can only hold it for a shorter space of time because you're already working it, and that's okay.
So it's beginning to cramp now, and I release it.
Okay. The idea is that over time, the more you do this exercise, the longer you'll be able to hold it before it goes into that almost achy, crampy type sensation.
Okay. And how many of these would I do, say, per day or alongside other exercises?
If you can do them a couple of times a day, if you are suffering with plantar fasciitis and arch pain, it's handy to do this before you go to get up out of your chair or get out of bed. It just helps to awaken up the plantar fascia and all those soft tissue structures underneath your foot, and it gets it mobilizing, so that first step after rest or when you get out of bed doesn't feel quite as harsh.
And how many sets of these, or how many would I do?
I would say do 3 or 4. So 1 with a rest, and then repeat that 3 times.
Yeah.
And do that a couple of
times.
And
then how would I progress it? Would I pick up something like a towel?
You can. So you can add an aid in there.
Okay.
For some people, they just find this a bit easier because they've got something to actually focus on. The idea of progressing is that you can hold it for longer over time as well.
So scrunch up the towel between my toes and just hold it there.
Hold it, yeah. Does that feel different?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Would I pick it up as well?
You can try.
Yeah.
It will heighten your arch, help.
And then flatten it out again. Let it rest for about half a minute.
Yeah.
And then pick up again. And then to progress it, just lift it up.
Perfect.